As a team, when we started to work on the hyperconnect technology, our focus was entirely into how we can resolve a transparent ecosystem. A transparent ecosystem where there is secure, authenticated transactions which can be run with the ecosystem partners. So all our effort over the last 5 years and with different customers where we have innovated, we have worked around how to bring efficiency into shared data collaboration. We have been traditionally involved in different processes where we work with our ecosystems, where we used to ask them to come into our system, log in and transact, maybe for a purchase process or a sales process, or maybe the different processes which we have tried to deploy and digitalize within our framework. There was a huge gap in terms of the net new circular economy when it evolved. It's more about how you create transparency with your ecosystem partners. There is more of shared data transactions which needs to be transparent, which needs to be with the point of view of both the organizations. Now, what do you mean by both the organizations? It's not like I have a system, you come and drop your data in and I get my wisdom out of those data. It's more about like how I can real-time transact with you so that we both can contribute towards the shared data world. Why should you have something like this? Let's take an example of sustainability data exchange. The sustainability reporting is the final target for all audit purposes for most companies. There can be subsets of suppliers which are there, which provides maybe the 80-20 rule in terms of the CO2 emissions. So these subsets can be grabbed, quickly collaborated for that information in a process, and you can quickly get it from an autonomous point of view. Now, the same thing works for contract manufacturing when you don't have visibility across to your manufacturing floor. It could be finished goods, inventory, customer on-time delivery, or maybe a compliance requirement or a quality requirement which comes in, any of the departments, which oversees it. It gives a collaborative framework, which is authenticated between both the parties. So that's the first norm. And the second norm is when it works, it of course needs to give something to the supplier of these data in the shared data concept. Maybe it's our suppliers or customers or maybe external parties which comes and play with us. So when we define that process, you can quickly define and launch it into an actual production and quickly work on it and then start collaborating with it. So you could use that app builder framework for you to build more apps and different business functions which you have. When we started, we truly understand that there has been ecosystems, related enterprise softwares which is in play. We augment the gaps which comes up as a part of trade blocks, compliance, sustainability data exchange. So it works with these external and internal, softwares, which you use for managing your ecosystem as well as for your internal system of record. The whole purpose of Proteus was to enable you to augment your digital team, to have a tool by which you can create and collaborate quickly with a subset or a full set in terms of your business processes. And it's autonomous. It is, it's in fact, when you start to operate on it, it's quite exciting because it's very easy and it's a business build kind of a configuration by which you can, open up Proteus. It's available, in the cloud. You can quickly make your app and then launch it across to the business partners whom you're working with. We are trying to democratize the process between your ecosystem and yourself. Consider Netflix or maybe Prime. These are channels. They don't create content, so we don't create content. We create the process and the apps, which hyperconnects you with your ecosystem. We are actually bringing in what you need quickly across to you, from a search mode or from a delivery mode in terms of practices. We work in a lot of Gen AI kind of initiatives with digital teams in terms of reaching the data, which is required in a shared data kind of collaboration process. So we often call ourselves a multi-party collaboration platform where we bring together the different enterprise systems, users, and the different enterprises as such, from different users together into a frame, which you can work as a universal connector. The technology which we use is called the hyperconnect technology, which actually connects across the different meta worlds, which we have as a part of the process. Okay.